Okay, hello everybody. This is Yang Family Tai Chi Traditional Long Form, and we're in section 1. So today's new move is going to be White Crane, spreads its wings. So what I'd like to do is a review of the movement, hi Loretta, that we did last week. And as our warm-up, I'd like to do two things. One is I'd like to remind you of the essential of the month, which is to sink your chest and slightly round your back. So that's going to be your body shape. And don't forget to keep your head up, okay? So this is your reference shape. So if you get stuck, you know that this is what your body's supposed to look like. And let's stay in standing for just a little bit. So think up and think of the energy coming from the spine all the way to your fingertips. Okay? Now, let's go to the form. We'll do our review all the way up to the movement last week, which was raise hands and step forward. So I'm going to turn around. So I'm going to be doing it the same direction as you, okay? So you have your feet shoulders width apart, pointed forward, head up, tailbone down, hands by your sides, prepare. Opening, rotate your arms and bring them up to shoulder level. Then press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left. Turn right. All your weight on the right. Step and close. Turn and shift weight. Ward off right. Shift right. Turn the left toe to the corner. Pull left, ward off down right. Pull in the right foot. Step and close. Shift weight and separate. Roll back. Rotate your arms as you reach for the corner. Circle back to the other corner as you shift your weight back. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push up to shoulder level. Single whip. Shift your weight back as you flatten your hands. Turn and pull all the way around. Push down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right. Pull in the left foot, standing ward off. Step, deflect, and strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift right, turn the left foot to the corner. Circle your arms as you push off the ball of the right foot. Root the right heel and close, putting your 30% into the whole heel of the right foot. Okay? How did that feel? Okay, good. So you're ending up. I'm going to do it facing you from a single whip. So what I'm doing here is I'm shifting to the right, and then I'm turning my left foot to the corner. My hands haven't changed at this point. The left is still higher than the right. As I move my palms facing forward, I'm pushing off the ball of the right foot, and I'm circling. Then I'm planting my heel and I'm closing so that my hands are on either side of the center line. So my center line is where my nose is. Okay. So the energy is coming together with a waist turn. Okay. So when I'm here, I am pretty square in terms of my orientation, in terms of my shoulder orientation. And then as I root, then I have a weight, something to push against as my waist turns and I close. So you should feel like a pushing down on the heel of your foot as your waist closes. You see what I'm saying?
Rita,
Yes.
is it one line? I forget. Is it one line, two sides with your feet, or is it a bow step?
It's one line, two sides with both your feet and your hands.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is your first empty stance, basically.
Right.
Now, one of the things, it's not as big a problem in this case as with some other cases, but you should be aware that your empty stance is 70% in the back and 30% in the front. So what happens is when you come here, you want your front foot, your front leg actually to still be pretty straight. Can you see my front leg is relatively straight? If it were bent, that would mean that my weight is too far forward. It would be more like a bow stance, proportion in terms of your weight. So your front leg is relatively straight so that you have your 30% in the front and 70% in the back. And you are bending actually from your hip. So I still have a bend forward. Can you see that? So that my torso is between my legs. Okay, so don't be so far back. You want to keep your torso between your feet. So if I do it again facing you, and I'm starting from a single whip, I would turn, okay? And then as I push off the ball of my right foot, I start circling back, root the right foot, and close. So from the side, it would look like this. So because I'm going back, that's why I caution you about getting your weight backwards. So when I'm coming back, I am still leaning forward. Can you see that?
Yes.
So stay leaning forward, root, and close. Yes.
It looks like your forward foot is completely on the ground rather than just the heel.
It's actually my whole heel is on the ground. Okay.
Is the rest of the foot on the ground?
But the rest of the foot is not on the ground.
Okay, thanks.
So the front of my foot is like half a centimeter off the ground. But it looks like it's all on the ground. Okay. So are there any questions on that move? Yes, no? Okay. So let's go on to white crane. Let's do footwork first. Well, let me show you the whole move first, and then we'll do footwork and hands, okay? So in the direction you would be going. So when I was here, I came and I closed, right? White crane looks like this. You're not going to see much, but I want to give you a sense in the direction you would be. So I'm going to be turning my hands, pulling down, pulling all the weight to the back foot. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. So that's what it looks like. And the footwork is the other empty stance, which is, it's the ball touch empty stance. So when you did raise hands, it was the heel touch empty stance. And this one is the ball touch empty stance. So if I do it facing you, so when I was, let's see, when I was here, when I did close, raise hands, if I just look at the footwork, what's going to happen is I'm going to move all my weight back. So I'm going to be on the heel edge of my front foot. So there's no weight on the front, so that I can lift it up and place it down so it faces the corner. Then what I'm going to do is, that's going to be my plant foot. I'm going to move my weight here. I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to have an empty stance, ball touch here. Okay. So let's try that again. So if you are, well, I think it's easier for you to see from the same direction. So if I'm here, I'm heel touch, empty stance. I'm going to move all my weight back to the back foot. Then I'm going to lift up and place it down. So it looks like my 2 feet are parallel to each other, but this foot is pointed to the corner. This becomes the plant foot. I shift my weight over to it. I turn and then place my empty stance foot, the ball of the foot, and then I'm going to put 30% into that foot. Any questions on that? No? Let's do it a couple more times. Okay, so your ball touch, empty stance. All the weight goes to the back. Pick up, place the right foot toward the corner, shift your weight to the right, turn, pivoting on the ball of the left, and place your foot one line, two sides, ball touch, and then put 30% in the front. Okay, now the hands. The hands are a little more complicated. So let's say I do it in this direction. Let's say that I have done my raise hands and step forward. So I'm here. I've got 30% in the front here. Then what I'm going to do when I'm shifting my weight back is I'm going to first turn my hands so the palms sort of face each other. Then as my weight goes back to the left side, I'm going to pull down. And then I'm going to circle. And then I'm going to step and close. So the step and the closing go together. Then as I shift my weight to the right, I'm going to turn and then root the ball of my left foot and open. So if I were to do it sideways, if I were to do it facing you, so I'm here with my hands kind of both sides of the center line, and I'm going to turn. I'm going to put all my weight on the back as I pull down. Then I'm going to step and close. shift, turn, step, and shift weight forward. I'm only shifting 30%. So you can see that my torso is still between my feet, right? I'm not too far forward. What I want you to think about is if we were just to do the hands and not the feet, what would happen is that you were here, you turn your hands and you come down, and then you're going to make this shape, and then you're going to have one up and one down. So if you just look at the left hand, you were here, you turned. If you look at the left hand, what you're going to do is you're just going to swing your left hand, and then it's going to form the top of that closed shape, right? And then after you've closed and you've turned, you're going to go one up and one down. So the thing about your swinging is you want to make a circle so that you can close, right? When you do that, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to swing from your shoulder as far as you can, and you're going to end up turning your elbow and doing the rest of the circle. Can you see what I'm saying? In other words, if you look at this dimension, if I did not turn my elbow and I did it all from my shoulder, I would be up here, right? I don't want my shoulder to be up there. I want to keep my shoulder down. So what do? I turn my elbow so that I can complete that circle.
It's like brush knee in that regard.
It's just like brush knee, exactly like brush knee. So you're coming down, and then you're coming around. Okay, so you're coming down, and then you're circling, and you're forming the same kind of close as you do for ward off. Remember when you did right ward off? You had this close shape before you did your ward off. So it's the same coordination. You step and close. Okay, so when you're here, you turn, shift all your weight to the back, and then step and close. Okay, then you're going to shift your weight to the right. As you shift your weight to the right, you're going to turn, pivoting on the left foot, right? Then you're going to root the ball of your left foot and then open. As you open, you're going to shift 30% into the front. When you open, you're going to turn you originally have your palm up, and you're going to turn to palm out. And the way you do that is not with your wrist, but with your whole forearm, just like you did with a roll back. Remember when you rolled back, your whole forearm moved, right? Same thing here. When you're here, your whole forearm moves. And that's how you get to that palm out shape. And it's just over your head. Okay. So you're here, you turn, you shift all your weight back, you step and close, and then you're going to shift your weight to the right. And here, you're essentially showing a residual shoulder strike. Then you're going to step and then separate. And the separation for the left hand is as the right hand goes up, the left hand comes down. Okay. And what does the left hand look like when it's down? When you've come down, you've stepped and closed, you've turned, and then step, separate. And this right hand looks like this. So it's just like opening. I want your left hand to be in the shape of opening, in front of your hip, kind of flat, not droopy. Okay. So let's try that. Okay, let's do a quick review of the hands and then we'll try to put it all together. So when you were here, you move your hands so the palms sort of face each other. You come down and then you step and close. So you're closing. You shift weight. Step and open. So one of the principles is you always root before the move. So that's why you step before you separate. And, when we talked about raise hands, this is a split energy because it's like you're breaking somebody's arm. This looks like a split energy, but it's not. Okay. So when you're doing what you're doing here actually is you're doing warding off. It's like somebody's punching toward you and you're separating their arms. Okay. It's not like you're attacking, you're defending, you're separating. So that's what I want you to feel when you're doing this. So when you're coming from here, you're going to pull down, step and close, turn, step and open. Any questions on that, coordination-wise? So the parts to remember are that you have to step and close. And I want you to step. In other words, when you're here and come down, I want you to step. I don't want you to pivot your foot. Okay. Why is that? There are some parts in the form where you step, where you could have pivoted when you're looking at it. And in those situations, the reason you step is you want to leave yourself the ability to change your position. So here, you're going to step because you could step here. You could step someplace else. But if you're pivoting, you're stuck. Your heel is committed. Okay. So since you guys know the rest of the form, in between the second and third fair ladies, remember when you're here, you step and then you go to the next corner for exactly the same reason. Okay. So also, you're coming down, you step and close. When you step and close, your weight is still on the back, okay? You do not shift your weight to the front until you do your turn because you're showing a shoulder strike, okay? So if you don't have your weight in the back, you have nothing to strike with, okay? So save your weight in the back so that when you step forward and turn, you can show that shoulder strike and then step and separate. And let me show you here. Okay, so from here, I'm going to pull down. I'm going to step and close. Then I'm going to turn, step, and separate. Okay? 30% in the front and 70 in the back. So don't go too far forward. Okay? Keep your weight between your feet. And also, when you're here, your shoulder should actually still feel kind of down. You should not feel like your shoulder is up. You should feel like, let's see if you can see. You should feel like your shoulder is like this versus like this, okay? Because I want you to still maintain this kind of feeling, okay? Any questions? Nope, nope. Okay, let's do it from single width. Okay, we're going to do single width, raise hands, and white crane. So I'm going to do it in the same direction you would be doing it if you were starting looking that way. So we are here. Single width. Shift back. Turn the left foot to the corner. Push off the ball of the right foot as you circle your arms. Root the right heel 30% in front as you close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down. All the weight goes in the back. Circle your arms. Step and close. Shift weight and turn. Root the front of the ball of the left foot and separate. So on the right hand, as you're coming up, what happens is you're coming up to here, and this is your standard ward-off shape. And that's when you start to turn your forearm so that you have the palm out. So your palm in till here, and then you turn till your palm out. Okay, you're basically pushing someone beyond your head. They're going to be beyond your head, okay, but not way up there. Okay, all right, so let's try it again from single width. So you're at single width, you're shifting back, you turn your left toe to the corner. You push off the ball of your right foot as you circle your arms. You root your right heel, turn, and 30% in the front. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down. All the weight goes to the back. Circle your arms. Step and close. Shift weight, turn. Pivot the left foot, step, and shift weight and open. So you you have, once you have, you're here, you step and shift weight and open. Okay? Questions? Nope. Okay. Let's do it then one more time from single whip, and then we'll do it from the beginning. Okay? So single whip. Raise hands and step forward. Shift right. Turn the left toe to the corner. Push off the ball of the right foot as you circle your hands. Root the right heel, turn and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down, all the weight goes to the back. Circle your arms, step and close. Turn, step and open. Looks good. Okay, let's do it from the beginning. So, feet shoulders width apart, head up, tailbone down, hands by your sides. Prepare. Opening. Rotate your arms, come up to shoulder level, and press down, almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right. Step and close, shift and separate. Ward off right, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off down right, pull in the right foot, step and close, shift weight, separate. Roll back, rotate your arms as you reach for the corner. Circle back as your weight goes back and you go to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push up to shoulder level. Single whip. Shift your weight back as you flatten your hands. Turn and pull all the way around. Press down, releasing the left foot. Ward off with the left. Hook hand with the right. Standing ward off. Step, deflect, and strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift right. Turn the left toe to the corner. Push off the ball of the right foot. Circle your arms. Root the right heel. Turn and close. White crane spreads its wings. Rotate your hands. Pull down. Circle your arms. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. Okay? So you don't want to be too high, but you want to be over your head for the right hand, okay? Yes.
I thought you were protecting your temple. Or is it higher than your temple?
You are protecting your temple, but then that puts your hand, the center of your hand at the top of your head, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let's do it one more time and then we can close class. All right. So here we go. Prepare. Head up, tailbone down, hands by your side. Open it. Rotate your arms, Come up to shoulder level and press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left, turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Shift weight, separate. Ward off right. Shift right, turn the left toe to the corner. Pull left, ward off down right, pull in the right foot. Step and close. Shift weight, separate. Roll back. Rotate your arms as you reach for the corner. Circle back as your weight comes back, and then you go to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push to shoulder level. Single whip, shift back as you flatten your hands. Turn and pull all the way around. Press down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, and strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift right, turn the left foot to the corner. Push off the ball of the right foot as you circle your arms. Root the right heel, turn and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down as all your weight goes to the back. Circle your arms. Step and close. Turn. Step and separate. Okay? How's that?
Good.
Are there any questions for either this move or any of the moves before? No? Okay. Well, in that case, let's close class. Thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Thank you. Rita.
You're welcome. I am done.